For 14 years, I thought I had the perfect family, a loving wife, Sana, and 3 beautiful kids. I worked tirelessly to provide them with comfort, education, and happiness. My world revolved around them. But everything changed when I overheard a hushed phone call between Sana and her friend late one night. Her nervous laughter, her cryptic words. Something felt wrong. Doubt crept into my mind, slowly poisoning the love I had for her. I didn't confront her immediately. Instead, I decided to investigate quietly, unaware that what I was about to discover would destroy everything I believed in. The next day, I couldn't shake the unease gnawing at me. Sana's stories about her girls' nights and late-night calls no longer made sense. My intuition screamed that she was hiding something huge. I started observing her behavior carefully, deleted messages, sudden mood swings, and overly affectionate gestures whenever I asked difficult questions. My gut told me the betrayal ran deep. That's when I decided to take a DNA test, just to rule out the darkest possibility. I sent samples of my 3 kids without telling anyone. It felt wrong, but I needed to know the truth. 3 weeks later, the results arrived. My hands trembled as I opened the envelope. The words blurred before my eyes. Probability of paternity, 0% for all 3 kids. My world collapsed in an instant. I sat in silence, my chest tightening, my breath shallow. Every smile, every bedtime story, every "I love you, Dad" replayed in my mind, now laced with betrayal. Sana had lied to me for over a decade, turning my entire life into a cruel joke. Grief mixed with fury, but I didn't confront her yet. Revenge isn't served in anger. It's served cold and calculated. Before making any move, I needed airtight proof. I hacked into Sana's cloud backups, pulled chat logs, call records, and emails. What I found shattered me further. A long-term affair with my so-called best friend, Imran. Photos, hotel receipts, love messages, everything screamed betrayal. They planned this together for years, laughing at my blind devotion. The kids, the family, the trust, all built on a mountain of lies. But I stayed calm. Acting out of rage would give them power. I wanted to destroy their lives methodically, emotionally, socially, and financially. They would regret ever crossing me. I quietly moved my assets into a separate account, transferred property titles, and updated my will. Then, I gathered all the evidence into a single devastating file: the DNA results, affair photos, chat screenshots, and financial records. I contacted a lawyer and started divorce proceedings discreetly. Meanwhile, I acted normal at home, pretending everything was fine. Sana believed I was still her blind husband. That illusion was my weapon. I waited for our upcoming anniversary dinner, the night she expected gifts and love, to turn the tables completely. She wouldn't see the storm coming. On our anniversary, I booked a lavish dinner at a high-end restaurant and invited close family and friends, including Sana's parents. Halfway through the evening, I stood up to give a toast. I thanked everyone for being there, then slowly revealed the DNA results on the big screen I had secretly arranged. Gasps filled the room. Sana's face drained of color. I exposed her affair with Imran, showing chat logs and photos. The silence was deafening. Sana tried to scream, but her own parents looked away in shame. That night, I burned every bridge she thought she owned. The next morning, I froze all joint accounts and filed for divorce on grounds of infidelity and fraud. Legally, Sana had no claim over my assets. I had moved everything in time. I also contacted Imran's wife and shared the evidence, tearing apart his perfect image. His marriage collapsed overnight, his job reputation destroyed. Within days, Sana was forced to leave my house. She begged, cried, and promised to fix everything. But I didn't flinch. She had played with my life, my heart, and my children. Now she would live with the consequences of her choices. Explaining the situation to the kids was the hardest part. I didn't want to scar them, but they deserved the truth. I reassured them that I would always love and support them, no matter the DNA results. They broke down, confused and hurt, but I promised to protect them from further chaos. Sana, on the other hand, tried to twist the narrative, painting herself as the victim. But the family knew the truth now. Her betrayal had destroyed her credibility forever. I became both mother and father to the children she had used as pawns in her deception. Sana's world collapsed rapidly. Imran abandoned her the moment his own marriage fell apart. Her friends distanced themselves, family shunned her, and she was left financially ruined. She tried filing for spousal support, but the court rejected her claims due to overwhelming proof of fraud and adultery. I had stripped her of power legally, socially, and emotionally. The woman who once mocked my loyalty was now drowning in the wreckage of her own choices. For me, revenge wasn't about rage anymore. It was about justice, dignity, and reclaiming control over my life. It's been 2 years since that night. I rebuilt my life from the ground up, focusing on my kids and my career. Therapy helped me heal, and I surrounded myself with people who truly valued loyalty and respect. Sana tried contacting me several times, but I ignored her completely. Revenge wasn't loud anymore. It was silent and absolute. She lives alone, regretting every choice she made, while I thrive with my children beside me. The lesson? Betrayal cuts deep, but patience and planning turn pain into power. And when the time comes, revenge is always brutal.